Hi everyone, Stella Chamberlain with Team 24/7 and Murney Associates coming at you again with another Riding with Realtors. Today, driving, we have our lovely Julie Henson.
Hi everyone.
And we have a very special guest today, Mr. Warren Burros. He's with Gershman Mortgage. Today's topic is credit. Yes, that pesky or all-powerful 3-digit number that follows you around. And Warren, you have a very unique role with Gershman Mortgage. Can you tell us a little bit about what your position is there?
My position at Gershman Mortgage is I'm a certified credit counselor, and when folks come in to get a mortgage, generally they don't realize all the stuff that's on their report. They're just focused on the score. So when they come in, they find out that the processing and the underwriting entails way more than just the score. If they don't quite reach a mark or there's issues in there, then my job is to get them from that position back to a position of being able to purchase a home.
It's a really great service you provide. You and I spoke last week a little bit about how we know that the credit score is really vital for the loan process, but how underwriters kind of dive in a little bit deeper into the credit reports. And so it's really important when they're looking at credit history that judgments, garnishments, collections, they're all accurate. They may not belong to you, or they may be paid off and are maybe still showing outstanding. So what are some ways that you help your clients kind of navigate through that with the credit bureaus to make sure that their history is accurate?
Well, there's a lot of information out there about the credit score, and there's a lot of folks that think they got it figured out how you do it. So most folks want to just go in and dispute everything on the report. That's not necessarily a good idea, because if you lose a dispute, you're in a box. You got to pay for it. What I generally do is have people get a credit report from us. We go over it. If there's issues on there, then we address them by just asking for a summary of those issues. Federal Trade Commission law, the Fair Credit Reporting Act says that if you approach that in the correct manner, they're required by federal law to give you a summary or an overview of what that. So we get that, and then we just start whittling away with it. A surprising thing, as Stella alluded to, almost 90% of folks look on their credit report, they find things that are not theirs. So we eliminate all that, we get down to a base, and then we just start taking care of those. And there's always a path out, and so sometimes it's discouraging, but there's always a path out. So
that's great. And then real quick before we take you back to the office, because I know you have a lot of work to do, can you give us some tips and tricks on how to really beef up your credit score to really get our borrowers mortgage ready?
Okay, the best thing you can do is, number one, don't be late. Don't be late with anything that concerns your house. That includes utilities, your cable, your phone. Don't be late with those things. And then you're going to have some lines of credit. You're going to have some installment credit. You're going to have some revolving credit, the dreaded old credit card. But the credit card's a piece of plastic, so you just need to know how to control it. And the way to control it is just don't use over 30% of whatever your limit is.
30% is that magic number there.
It's the magic number, and that'll move your score. That is the catalyst that drives the score the most. And then just pay attention to it. Always don't let it be late. Always keep that balance below. And just establish yourself as trustworthy. And then if you're cleaning up stuff, give yourself about 6 months to a year to get that stuff cleaned up.
It's a good timeline.
And work at it diligently, and you'll be successful. We're 100% successful with the folks that stay with the program.
That's great. And you've gotten lots of people in the years you've been doing this mortgage ready.
Sure
where they thought that maybe they weren't ready to buy or maybe could never, and then you worked with them to a point where they were able to purchase their home.
About 80% of my folks were under the impression they'd never be able to buy a home. And we've helped them convert. So it's a good service that the guys I work for support, and
good deal.
It's a good thing.
So guys, we really want to be a resource of information for you. So if you have any questions about the buying process, please contact us. We work with a great group of professionals who are passionate about their jobs, who really care about their customers, and we do too. So anytime you have a question, please give us a call. Thanks, Warren, for riding with us today.
Well, thanks for taking me. And this service we offer at Gershman is free.
Absolutely. That is fantastic. And thanks for riding with us today. Have a great day, guys.
All right. Thanks.